Well, hey everybody, Martika here, and hello. It has been quite some time, and I apologize, but it has been for good reasons. So, anytime that happens, which it don't happen often, I don't think I have ever been away from my channel and my community for this long, but I definitely had to get in here so that you could see my face, see that I'm okay. I have been checked on, and I appreciate you all who did. And yeah, I am good. I am fine. But there has been some changes, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit about it, little updates on what I've been doing, what I'm doing, what I'm getting ready to do. So it's all good, you guys. So for those of you who are joining for the first time, I am Martika, and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and always supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. So let's talk, y'all. Since the last time we talked, I have been like, I don't even know if busy is the word. I have been really busy. So I had been doing, videos talking about my new small sewing business. And I was really, ramping up, getting my inventory up in that and everything. And outside of my sewing channel, for those of you who don't know, I do own my own business. I am an esthetician. I specialize in doing lashes and waxing. And so in the beauty industry, I've been in the beauty industry for over 30 years. So I've had experiences with all of the ups and downs, the highs and lows, and the whole 9 yards, you guys. But I still love this industry. So the thing is, when times are uncertain, the beauty industry can be also, because if things get tight, with say like clients' finances and things like that, like for instance, going to the grocery store and paying higher prices and things like that, the first thing that people do, they start really clamping down on the money that they're spending. And the first thing that usually is to go is beauty, okay? Whether it be nails or lashes or skin or hair, people do what they can to themselves until they can afford it again. So knowing the times and seeing the signs, I knew that I needed to stay in my industry. I needed to keep my shop, definitely, but I needed to stay in this industry. But I wanted to venture out and do something else within the industry itself, okay? Versus just constantly, beating the streets and everything, to make sure that the clientele stay full. So I used to be an aesthetics instructor, and I did not think that I would ever go back into the classroom. But that's when that never say never comes in, because the older you get, the more you find yourself wanting to help others along the way, especially when you see them wanting to be on the same path that you're on. So long story short, I decided to go back into the classroom. So I got my license back to be an aesthetics instructor. An amazing position came open. It was perfect so that it did not interrupt my time at the studio, and I could still service my clients, but I could also help other people too, my students as well, become estheticians. So that is what I have been doing. I have been kind of doing double duty in this beauty industry, which took me away from my sewing for a while. My sewing is still here. I want to sew so bad, and I'm probably gonna get a little bit in, but I found myself at a time I had to pace myself. Okay, so I just really had to push my sewing to the side unless someone placed an order, and I actually have one that I'm working on now. But you really just have to not pivot, but step back a little bit from what doesn't need your time and really put yourself in place for what does need your time. And I knew that I had to refresh on some things and, get creative with some things, because you want to give the best education you can when you are an educator. So that is where I have been putting my time. So that's where I have been. So I told y'all it wasn't for a bad reason. So yeah, that's what I have been doing. So now that I have come up for some air, I said, let me get back to my sewing community and let them know I am yet alive. Okay. I'm yet alive. I'm still here. I am still enjoying life, the whole 9 yards. And so what I am doing now is I'm kind of going through some patterns, because number one, it's hot outside, y'all. Okay. And what I realized that I needed, as I go to work, because it is hot outside, are some more summer clothes. I thought that I had quite a bit in my closet that I had sewn, but the more I had gone through it, no, I didn't have enough. So in going through, my things that I have already sewn up, I said, let me get to my pattern so that I can see and find some easy things that I can sew up, pretty quick over time, that is very comfortable to wear, preferably in fabrics that I already have, so that I don't have to go out looking for fabrics. So that's what I'm doing right now as well. And so what I'm going to do is pick, from these patterns, my mini patterns. I started with the dresses. I was just going to go through everything. I said, no, let me categorize this. And I kind of started with the dresses. So I pulled a few that I'm looking at, and I'll make a decision on which ones I'm going to do, because it all depends on what fabric is needed and how much of that fabric that I have. And I'll show you what I have been looking at. So number one, I've been looking at McCall's 8281, and I had sewn this dress up before. That's the one right there. I had sewn that dress up when myself and Talisha with Creativity by T, when we did a collab together, and it is a really comfortable dress. And what I love about it most are the pockets, you guys. So you can dress that dress up or you can dress it down. And so I can definitely and will be definitely wearing that dress to teach. And then another one, I have not sewn this one before, but this one is McCall's 8449. And I am actually looking at the shorter version in this view A right there. And I like that because it's like a little t-shirt dress in a way, but it doesn't have the buttons. Okay, so yeah, I thought that would be a pretty good one to sew up. That it says it's for average, but that's fine. It still looks simple enough because it does not require any buttons from what I can see on that particular view. Let me take a look. That's yeah, I'm right. It doesn't require any buttons. And so the next one I was looking at too, and this one most likely will get sewn up pretty quick, and that is McCall's 8160. And this is just like it's a learn to sew. It's easy to sew, and this is a really easy little t-shirt dress. So that's one that can be sewed up in no time. You got the front, the back, and the sleeves, and that's it. So unless I don't even think it has a yeah, looks like it has a facing on the neckline. But yeah, that's a really easy and quick one to sew up. So I will most definitely probably be getting that one done really fast, because like I said, I need some stuff right now. And then another one I have never sewed before is McCall's 7565. And view A right here, I have always thought that this was a really cute little dress. I had been after this pattern for a while for that dress, and every time when Joann's was open, I mean, just like through the years, every time I would go after that pattern, it would be gone. And so one day I was there and I checked again and it was there. So they had the size that I needed. So yeah, that's one that I think would be fun to sew up. Another one that I have never sewn before, most of these I have never sewn before, so let's just put that out there, is McCall's 8476. And this one was, you'll probably remember, with the knit top and the woven bottom, that right there. However, I want to shorten that. Okay, I don't think I would want mine as a maxi. I think I would want it a little bit shorter. So I think I would shorten mine. And yeah, I think I have the perfect fabric for it, because I have some linen, and it shows that the skirt part can go for like cotton blends, poplin, sateen. I have some linen blend in a black and white that I think would be really cute if I put like a black knit up top, and I have some rib knit that I think that I could put up top, that I think that would really set that off. Another one that I have never sewn before, but I always thought was really, really cute, was this Nomi pattern. And this is ME2076. Handmade Millennial is the designer for this. And I actually like View B right here. I like the longer version of this. I think this would be really cute with some either cute sandals or some really cute little tennis shoes. I just think that that is the perfect dress for that. So yeah, that one looks like it's a lot of fun as well. Another one is a new look pattern, and this one is easy, just for knits. Y'all know how I feel about me some knits. I love it. And this is N6650, and yeah, I think that's really cute right there. Okay, you could dress that up, you could dress that down all sorts of ways, and you could even shorten that too if you wanted to. So I'll kind of play around with that depending on the amount of fabric that I do have, because the shorter version in this does not have the tie belt around the waist, as you can see. But if I just wanted to shorten, if I just wanted to do View A and do that tie belt that's with the View B, I can do that. Or I could just leave it, you know, and just have it just loose, which I think would be just as cute if you ask me. And then another one is New Look 6106, and it is a skirt. Okay, I hadn't done a lot of skirts, but I do have skirts. Notice skirts in my closet that I do need to wear. One of them I used to really, really love, so I need to get back to wearing my skirts, y'all. But this is 6106, and I have always thought that this skirt was so cute. I love the length of it and everything. You could put it on with some wedge heels. You can put on with some tennis shoes or some flat sandals. It is just really cute. And the pockets, I mean, it's just like a classic. I just think that is so cute. And I love the tank top that she has on with it as well. Just makes it really kind of like business casual like. Very cute. And a couple of more that I was looking at. This one is a vintage. This one took me back. And it took me back to my high school days for real. Which is M8501. It's a McCall's pattern, but it's a vintage, and that is this one right here. At first, I had been thinking that this was like a skirt and a top, but this is actually a dress. It's a sarong dress. And you can have it in 2 different lengths. So, and I think it's cute in both lengths. So yeah, that one really took me back. And I remember having a cute little wrap skirt like that I did wear with like a tank top, and I would wear my kids with it, y'all. Okay, if y'all remember us wearing kids back in the day, oh, it was cute with that. So yeah, that one is really cute and very comfortable, I might add, when you have pieces like that. But the last one, it calls for quite a bit of fabric. However, I am willing to tackle it, even if it is the shorter version, because it looks so cool and so comfortable. And that is McCall's 8506. which is this one right here. I love the long version here. And I also love this version as well, where you do the color blocking. But let me tell you what I would do different with this. I would probably go for the shorter version just to save time, but I like the thicker straps, the wider straps on here. And so I would be able to, you know, like wear my bra comfortably with that to the school and not have to worry about, you know, tugging and pulling or wondering if it's being seen. But just the top part of this dress, I would take from view C and I would just attach it to view A over here and then just finish making out view A. And I would probably even color block it. I just have to look in my fabric and see what I got. So yeah, I had to share it with y'all. So tell me what you think. If there are some more like easy to sew patterns, just easy to get along. It gets hot in the spa because you're running facial steamers. I'm doing a lot of walking. It's hot outside. It's, you know, all that good stuff. So I'm just trying to be comfortable and cute at the same time. So if you have a favorite pattern, let me know in the comments, because who knows, I probably have not sewn it before and probably have it. So share it with me in the comments. But I had to come in and say hello to my beautiful sewing community and to let you know I am still here. You will be seeing more of me now that I have been able to come up for air. And yeah, I look to see you again really soon in the next video. Be sure to subscribe if you have not, and definitely give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.